A sugar daddy just rented several Biet-Thu-Sun-Voon. The next day, the female housekeeper arrived to serve his every need, even dressing, according to Jong Chung's preferences, because in her eyes, he was the boyfriend of her dreams. However, it turned out that Jong Chung was just a poor wretch. Yesterday, he had just been cheated on by his girlfriend, and in a fit of rage, he befriended God. But today, Jong Chung was lying in bed with a beautiful girl beside him. At this moment, he checked the calendar and realized he had been reborn. Just as he was thinking wildly, a system notification suddenly sounded. Congratulations, host, for activating the Godly Tycoon system. He didn't expect such a good thing to happen. After opening it, his personal information appeared. Current balance is 0 dong, receiving 0.1 yuan per second. Jong Chung was a little surprised. At level 1, receiving 0.1 yuan per second means receiving 8,640 yuan per day. This is truly amazing. Congratulations, host, for receiving the newbie reward. After Jong Chung opened the gift, the system announced that the reward included 10 million cash, a supercar, 5 shopping spree critical hit cards, a maximum spending of 1 million, and a multiplied refund. Afterwards, a large sum of money was transferred to his account. He didn't know when the car keys had appeared in his pocket. At this moment, the system announced again, "May I ask if the host would like to scan for favorability?" Afterwards, the system displayed the girl's information. She was Yu Xiao Xiao, 25 years old, 1.65 tall, beauty 93, body 94, favorability 60. These figures were easy to understand, but he still had a question. Afterwards, he opened the private section, which only showed one person with intimate contact. Looking at the girl, Jong Chung understood that person was himself. In his previous life, he had called his ex-girlfriend. He was too sad, so he drank a bit too much, and coincidentally met Yu Xiao Xiao, who was also drinking. But her favorability of only 60 showed that she was just temporarily sad and then met Jong Chung. At this moment, Yu Xiao Xiao widened her eyes. She sighed and gave a bitter smile. "You really are a moody person." Hearing this, Jong Chung just smiled faintly, then moved closer to the girl. "Sister, we were still drunk earlier. Why are we awake at night instead of sleeping? I'm just sad I didn't meet you sooner." At this moment, the system announced again. Received a reward for flirting with Yu Xiao Xiao. Every cell of the host has been greatly strengthened, and the tongue has become even more flexible. With this tongue, Yu Xiao Xiao can be satisfied. After that, Jong Chung immediately used his new skill. Yu Xiao Xiao didn't expect Jong Chung to be such a good kisser. The feeling was completely different from before. He just coldly told her she was mistaken. Everything was just beginning now. The next day, Jong Chung woke up and stretched. He turned over and saw that the person was gone, leaving behind some money. Along with it was a note thanking him for helping her relieve stress. Seeing this, Jong Chung smiled faintly. Did she consider him a passerby? After getting dressed, he found 5 critical hit cards and 1 supercar cashback card. He wondered, did this critical hit card mean that spending would generate a critical hit? The system explained, as long as he spent within the card's range, he would receive a critical hit amount many times over. It could be 10 times, 20 times the amount spent, with a maximum of 50 times. He was very satisfied after hearing this. If he were to buy a supercar now, he could only afford a 10 million type. Even if he received a 50-fold cashback reward, it would only be 500 million. Therefore, he decided to spend the 5 primary cards first. Then he would accumulate funds and buy more expensive supercars. Wouldn't the amount of money received be even more? Thinking of this, he immediately had a plan in his head. He had 5 credit cards with a spending limit of 1 million each, and he would spend them all. After going outside, he saw a supercar parked there. A girl asked, "Brother, is this your car?" He calmly replied, "Yes, where am I?" The girl asked if he could drive her home because her house's water pipe was clogged and she wanted his help. System scan initiated. Name Chen Liqi, 23 years old. All stats are high, and the privacy index is also high, reaching 28. Jong Chung saw this and immediately walked away. So proactive, has she been with more than 10 people? Sorry, I don't want to share things with 28 other people. After spitting, he immediately drove away. She didn't understand why Zhang Chung knew she had been with 28 boyfriends. After Zhang Chung left, a plumber came over. The old man heard their conversation and wanted to help her with the repairs, also saying he had experience fixing all kinds of clogged water pipes. Hearing this, Chen Liqi immediately scoffed. "Are you a pervert?" He was scolded and didn't understand why she only wanted young men to fix it, but not him. Clearly, he had more experience in repairs. These words made Chen Liqi even angrier. At this moment, a kind person stepped forward to explain, "Sir, the unclogging the drain she mentioned is not what you think it is. They're talking about that. Do you understand?" Oh my, what young people do these days is truly hard to understand. Not long after, Zhang Cheng's car was parked in front of the real estate agency. Perhaps feeling that Zhang Chung was dressed too ordinarily, the other agents thought he was just an average person, so they pretended to be busy and turned away. At this moment, a girl saw that none of her seniors reacted, so she immediately walked towards Zhang Chung. "Hello, sir. I'm a real estate agent. May I ask if there's anything you need assistance with?" Seeing her enthusiasm, Zhang Chung nodded and asked her to show him some houses. "May I ask if you have any special requirements for the housing? Help me find a few houses priced at 1 million. Upon hearing this, the girl immediately opened the list of houses to check. Zhang Chung saw that she was nervous and somewhat hasty, but he didn't criticize her at all. Who doesn't have a first time? Coincidentally, Zhang Chung also liked this sincerity. Having sincerity but lacking communication skills, it would be very difficult at the start. But if he slowly led her, she would relax a little more. After thinking, Zhang Chung immediately opened the system to scan her information. She was Xia Jicho, 19 years old, 1.63 m tall, and her figure scored 92 points. At this moment, she asked Zhang Chung if he had any requirements for the location. Zhang Chung simply told her to choose a good location. Afterwards, she introduced several houses. Zhang Chung needed a tablet to look through them. These houses were quite decent. Prices ranged from 900,000 to over 1 million. However, the system only allowed him to spend a maximum of 1 million per card. Zixia saw Zhang Chung thinking and asked him with a little worry if he was dissatisfied with anything. Zhang Chung said that given his situation, choosing houses priced at 800, 900 Nangin was not a problem. Zhang Chung asked about the houses over 1 million, wondering if they could be negotiated. Zixia breathed a sigh of relief upon hearing this, confirming that they could definitely be negotiated. Zhang Chung said, "If all these houses are sold for 1 million, I'll buy them all." Zixia's eyes widened when she heard this, not expecting him to buy 5 houses at once. She asked, "You mean 5 houses?" "That's right. I'll pay for all 5 of them immediately." Zixia knew immediately that Zhang Chung was a wealthy man. At this moment, the manager standing nearby gasped in astonishment. "I can't believe he bought 5 houses. I really am blind." Then the director came over with the contract. "Hello, Tianxin. Zixia and I have helped you negotiate 5 houses for 5 million, and your intermediary fee is 1%. Hearing this, Zhang Chung immediately signed the contract. He said, "Next time I buy more, I'll contact Zixia." At this moment, Zixia's eyes lit up when she saw Zhang Chung. She could receive 40 to 50,000 in transaction fees. More importantly, Zhang Chung still wanted to buy houses next time. Just then, the system notification popped up. Host spent 5 million using 5 critical strike cards. The cashback amounts are 35 times, 50 times, 45 times, 50 times, and 50 times the amount spent, respectively. Zhang Cheng had previously only thought that receiving 10 times the amount back would be great. He didn't expect it to be 50 times, exceeding his expectations. The system notified again, "Host has leveled up. You receive 0.8 yuan per second." Feeling that Zixia was his lucky star, he called her back. "What is it, Tianxin?" Zixia asked. Before Zhang Chung could pull her aside, the director spoke up. "Zixia, Zhang Tianxin has helped you earn a large commission. Tonight, why don't you invite Zhang Tianxin out for an intimate dinner?" Hearing this, Zixia immediately thought of private images of the two of them. Whether we can earn such a large sum of money again later depends entirely on the connections of those two people. Zhang Chung asked what she was muttering. "Please send me your bank account number so I can transfer the money." Zixia was a little surprised. "Transfer? What kind of transfer? Why transfer to me? Jiang Chung said, today you are my lucky star. I must thank you. Jiang Tinsin, what are you saying? I don't understand anything. A few minutes later, Zixia received the money Jiang Chung transferred. Her bank card showed 350,000 yuan. Jiang Chung thought that thanks to her, he had received 200 million, so she deserved this money. At this moment, Zixiao's favorability towards Jiang Chung had increased to 85 points. Jiang Tianxin, let's be friends. I want to invite you to a meal to thank you. Jiang Cheng was a little surprised. 350,000 yuan had turned 50 favorability points into 85 points. Zixia looked again, seeing that Jiang Chung was also quite handsome and wealthy. Her heart beat even faster. If things really happened tonight as she imagined, even if it was a bit fast, it wasn't impossible. However, Jiang Chung immediately left. Let's meet again next time. Jiang Chung went outside and only then did Zixia react. She hurriedly chased after him, calling out. But Jiang Chung had already gotten into the car and left. Not long after, he arrived home. As soon as he entered the door, he heard his mother say, "Son, you're just in time. Come eat some frozen watermelon." His father asked, "Where did you go? Didn't you say you'd go traveling after the college entrance exam?" Jiang Chung replied that he wanted to go to Modu, intending to apply to Modu University, so he went there to check out the surroundings. Seeing that Jiang Chung had a plan, his father didn't ask further. Not long after Jiang Chung arrived at the airport. Because he bought his ticket late, he could only get an economy class seat yesterday. Given his height and build, the seat was a bit cramped. Just as Jiang Chung was feeling uncomfortable, he accidentally bumped into a girl. Jiang Chung immediately apologized. "I didn't mean to." Looking closely, he realized she was his classmate, Chu Ying. "Aren't you Jiang Chung? What a coincidence it is," Chu Ying exclaimed. Just as the two were about to catch up, a man wearing glasses suddenly cut in and said, "Beautiful lady, I'm also sitting here. It would be my honor to accompany you." Seeing this, Jiang Chung immediately told Chu Ying to sit on the inside. The man with glasses, seeing this, immediately said, "Brother, this seat must be for the beauty, right? You can't just sit anywhere on a plane." Hearing this, Jiang Chung said the two of them would go together. "Do I have to report to you how I sit?" But the four-eyed guy still tried to talk to Chu Ying. "Beautiful lady, what brings you to Modu?" Chu Ying just replied politely, saying that it could be considered a business trip. Then she turned to ask Jiang Chung, "Are you traveling?" "That's right. I had nothing to do at home, so I wanted to go somewhere to relieve the boredom." The four-eyed guy at this moment liked to show off, talking to himself. "I repeated a year and just graduated, and I also came to Modu to travel. I am Qianshen. Before, I came to Modu and stayed at a very good hotel. My father arranged it beforehand and even called a car to pick me up. Where are you all going? I can see you off for a bit." Jiang Chung waved off the offer to help Chu Ying, saying that someone was already coming to pick them up from the hotel he booked, so they wouldn't bother him. Hearing this, the four-eyed guy asked, "Is that true? Which hotel did you book?" Jiang Chung calmly said, "In Manhwa." Hearing this name, he was immediately astonished. "Did you say on Manhwa? That place had an investment of over $3.3 billion. Is that comprehensive entertainment complex only for the wealthy? But I've stayed there before. Rooms costing over 9,000 a night don't include airport pickup service. I wonder which villa you booked there." Jiang Chung still calmly said, "A Biet Thu Sunvun for 800 yen a night." Chu Ying didn't expect Jiang Chung to be such a wealthy person. She asked, "It seems your family is also very rich, isn't it?" Jiang Chung remembered she was not only the school beauty, but also a rich young lady. Every day, various supercars would take her to school. Because of this, other male students, even if they liked her, could only keep it to themselves because her circumstances made ordinary boys not brave enough to approach her. But then he heard something unclear had happened to her family. After that, he no longer saw supercars picking her up and dropping her off at school. Jiang Chung, saying this, felt he had said too much. Chu Ying smiled lightly and said, "Am I still considered a rich kid now? Even when my family had money, we couldn't afford to rent a Biet Thu Sunvun." The two continued to chat and realized they got along very well. After all, they had been classmates for 3 years. The two talked, forgetting the time. Jiang Chung used the system to scan Chu Ying's information. Chu Ying was 18 years old, 1.72 cm tall, and her beauty and figure both scored 96 points. Most importantly, her favorability score was 75 points. He was a little curious. Could it be that she had paid attention to me before? One must know that ordinary students usually only reached a maximum of 65 favorability points. Very quickly, the plane landed at Sanbei Modu. A beautiful girl appeared. It was Wang Yuyan, the personal butler who came to pick up Jiang Cheng. Hearing this, Jiang Cheng immediately asked Chu Ying where she wanted to go so he could give her a ride. Chu Ying said she would go to a place that was out of the way. However, Jiang Cheng still pulled her suitcase and invited her into the car. After the two left, the four-eyed guy still followed them. He didn't believe Jiang Cheng was that rich, thinking that perhaps Jiang Cheng only wanted to drug Chu Ying. He wanted to save Chu Ying so she would have a good impression of him. After dropping Chu Ying off at her destination, she took out her phone, wanting to add Jiang Cheng's contact information. Since she was so proactive, of course Jiang Cheng wouldn't refuse. Then she scanned the QR code to add Jiang Cheng as a friend. Thanks for today. After seeing Chu Ying leave, the four-eyed guy was filled with regret. He wondered, should he really just let the beautiful woman go like that? After Jiang Cheng returned to the Biet Thusun Voon, it was already dark. Dinner here was incredibly lavish. At this moment, he just wanted to take a relaxing bath. Unexpectedly, a hand reached out and unbuttoned his shirt. He thought it was some kind of special service, but he had overthought it. Helping customers undress was also one of the normal services. However, after entering the bathroom, he was still bewildered. Wang Yuyan just smiled lightly. Jiang Tinsin, please relax. Helping you with physical therapy is also one of our services. After that, Jiang Cheng relaxed his body. Such an atmosphere made him unable to help but think of other things. In his mind, he only thought that Butler Wang's figure was truly amazing. Feeling that Jiang Cheng was somewhat strange, Wang Yuyan opened her mouth and asked, Jiang Tinsin, your body is too hot. Is the water temperature not suitable? Jiang Cheng was startled and reacted at this moment. What the hell am I thinking? When he was almost done bathing, Wang Yuyan spoke up again. Jiang Tinsin, today a man has a cocktail party. It's mainly an auction for some jewelry. I wonder if you're interested. Jiang Cheng agreed as he had nothing else to do anyway. Not long after, Yuyan led him to the front of the party and introduced him to the staff. This is our villa's gold card VIP, Jiang Cheng Tianxin. The staff member politely said, Good evening, Jiang Tianxin, please come inside. Having completed her task, Yu Yayan waved her hand. Jiang Tianxin, I wish you a good time. The sound of the auction echoed. A million once, a million twice, a million thrice. Sold. Congratulations to this lady. He slowly moved deeper into the party, thinking to himself, the auction has already started. It sounds quite lively. The auctioneer announced that the next item up for auction was a Richard Mille MO56, provided by top watch collector Ms. Anne. Although still a relatively new brand, after several decades of development, it has become a top watch brand on par with Patek Philippe. Now this model is a global limited edition, with only 10 pieces in total. The starting price is 15 million, with each bid incremented not less than 500 yen. Let the bidding begin. The auctioneer excitedly raised his hand. His eyes gleamed as he thought, is it only 15 million now? In another 3 to 5 years, its price on the secondary market will exceed 25 million. If I don't pick up this 10 million, then what about Thien Li? Thinking this, he raised paddle number 35. The auctioneer loudly announced, Mr. Gnome, 35 bids, 5 million. Are there any other bids? Mr. Gnome 8, 16 million. Mr. Gnome 35, 5 million. Mr. Gnome 8, 17 million. Mr. Gnome 35, 18 million. Several participants began to discuss amongst themselves, who is this number 35 to be so aggressive? Are they out of their minds? Buying this thing for 18 million, wouldn't I be happier buying 2 Patek Philippe's to alternate? The auctioneer excitedly said, 18 million. Going once. 18 million. Second time. 18 million halls, third time. Sold. Congratulations, Tinsin number 35. Suddenly, 2 people approached to introduce themselves. Hello, I am Qin Fen. Brother, hello, let's get acquainted. My name is Wang Zheng. He politely replied, Hello, I am Jiang Cheng. He thought to himself, So this is the top one rich second generation of Modu. Why is he here too? Chinfin questioned. Actually, number 8 was helping me bid just now. It feels like Brother Zhang quite likes that watch. Do you have any research on brand watches? He friendly replied, it's not really research or liking. I've never bought one before. This is my first time buying. It's just because I like it. He smiled brightly, patted Zhang Cheng's shoulder and exclaimed, that's amazing. First time buying and it's already 18 million. Logically speaking, I should have met someone of your caliber before, but no matter how I look at it, you're a complete stranger. He smiled and explained, I just arrived in Modu yesterday, preparing to come here for university. Chinfun was delighted. So you're only 18, that's even more impressive. When I was 18, I didn't have the guts to do something like you did. Brother Zhang, let's hang out together when you're free later. He put his arm around his shoulder intimately. Zhang Cheng immediately agreed. Suddenly, the mechanical voice of the system rang out. Congratulations, host's level has been upgraded. For every minute host exists in the world, you can receive 1 yuan. Soon after, Chinfun and Wang Zheng also left, happily waving. See you later? An idea popped into his head. After leveling up, his salary had become 2,059 million, equivalent to 30 million in annual salary. For ordinary people, this might be a lot, but to achieve his goals, this amount was still not even a drop in the bucket. Suddenly, the scene before him made him stop in his tracks, stunned. Huh? Xiao Xiao? She leaned against the wall, her voice full of hidden meaning. You're the one from that night? He continued. That's right. With a beauty for company and a latte coffee, it truly was a wonderful night. Xiao Xiao teased loudly. You brat! I saw you were only 18 years old and thought you were a poor student, which is why I cared about you. I didn't expect you to be a rich second generation. He played along. I am indeed a student. Now I want you to care about me. The auction is almost over. I've booked a villa here. Shall we go together? She licked her dry lips and whispered, all right, I've had quite a bit to drink anyway. You'll have to put in more effort than last time. Suddenly, a piercing voice echoed from afar. Xiao Xiao, stop right there. What are you doing? Zhang Yu, Xiao Xiao's fiancée, rushed over. She flared up. Zhang Yu, what are you doing here again? What I do now is none of your business, is it? He grabbed her hand tightly and said angrily, don't forget that we're getting married soon. Xiao Xiao immediately retorted, do you have any dignity left? You and my best friend are together and even want to get married. Is there something wrong with your head? He pointed at her face mockingly, saying, all that is useless. The engagement party has already been held. If we're engaged, then you must obediently marry me. She frowned. Stop disgusting people. You don't even like me. Clinging to me is just to cover up the fact that you easily go out to meet your girlfriends and boyfriends, isn't it? Suddenly, the system's voice rang out. Host, you now face 2 choices. 1 is to leave. 2 is to go up and slap Zhang Yu twice. He rubbed his chin in thought. System, are you trying to be funny? Do I look like someone who would be a cuckold? He continued to ask, System, I only have one question. Does the so-called 3-fold increase in body attributes include that aspect? The system immediately replied, it includes all physical attributes. He didn't hesitate, rushed forward and gave Zhang Yu a slap. So isn't that good enough? There's no need to think about it anymore. He continued, what I hate most in this life are those neither male nor female types. They've led the nation's way of life astray. Zhang Yu lay sprawled on the floor in fear, shouting loudly, Bawan! Hande, uhodan na may bayan. Where's the Bawan? Someone, he's hitting me. Help! The Bawan ran over to help him up, advising, Tianxin, it's not a big deal. You two talk it out and resolve it yourselves. Don't let it harm the peace. He was furious. If there's something to say it slowly. Why did he hit me? Are you blind? Catch him and call the police. You are all bullying me. Just you wait. I will call the police myself and I will sue you all. You won't get to do this job anymore. They pleaded. Those who can participate in Man Yang Yun's internal auction are extremely wealthy. We cannot afford to offend them. Please don't make things difficult for us anymore. Xiao Xiao whispered in his ear, don't be afraid if he calls the police. I'll say he was harassing me, and you acted to protect me. Jiang Cheng thought to himself he didn't expect Xiao Xiao to protect him like that. Zhang Yu whined, this kind of big hotel has many cameras. I will go investigate the cameras, and anyone who bullied me will be Tiu Doi. Suddenly a scream echoed from afar. Help! Another man yelled, my Condi is here messing around with someone else. You said it's hotel confidentiality, that it can't be revealed outside, and you wouldn't let me in. Someone's been slashed. Help, help, he threatened. Now I only have one condition. One is to bring that despicable couple out to me, and two is that I will slash everyone present here. Zhang Yu weakly whispered, Hero, spare my life. He thought, no, that's not right. His chance of survival wasn't to beg for forgiveness, but to help him. Why are you still standing there stunned? Go find them. Find the person he needs and bring them out here. The system's mechanical voice rang out, once again facing a choice. One was to flee with Xiao Xiao. The other was to step in and help. He pondered for a long time. Stopping the criminal meant saving that scumbag Zhang Yu, even though he was quite unwilling. But for the safety of others' lives and also for the divine milking skill, he had to charge forward. Before that, the good item the system had just given him could now be used. A surge of energy enveloped his body. Indeed, immense power was flowing throughout his body, and everything became clear. He rushed forward, fighting him barehanded like a martial god, and quickly subdued him. Xiao Xiao gasped in admiration. He's not just a second-generation rich kid, but also a super powerful man. What kind of divine display is this? Zhang Yu cursed angrily. Fuck. After the fight, he casually rotated his wrist. The people present vied to praise him. That handsome guy is really good looking, and he subdued him in an instant. That's right, truly brave. He's really too handsome. The police praised him profusely. Comrade, we are extremely grateful for your righteous act. If you hadn't intervened in time, the situation might not be as it is now. Seeing this, Zhang Yu immediately stood up and accused, Officer, I want to report a crime. This guy hit me. Everyone at the scene can testify. This person has violent tendencies. Absolutely don't be fooled by him. The police officer turned to ask everyone, Excuse me, is what he said about being beaten true? Xiao Xiao stepped forward to explain, Officer, it's not as he said. This man wants to trick me into marrying him. He looked at her and involuntarily smiled. Xiao Xiao's goodwill value had already increased to 90. Does this mean she likes him that much? Zhang Chen hugged her, comforting her. Don't worry, with me here, I won't let a scoundrel like Zhang Yu bully you. The officer turned to look at him. It seems this is all a complicated romantic misunderstanding. You just need to clarify things. Zhang Yu frantically explained, What misunderstanding? What do you mean? There are cameras here. I demand a check. His face darkened. This punk hurt Xiao Xiao and is unrepentant, and he still wants to check the cameras? Then I'll use you to test the system's bad luck card. He summoned, System, remove the bad luck card attached to Zhang Yu. He answered the phone and a voice on the other end said, Sir, 200,000 has just been withdrawn from your Shahi Garden agricultural and commercial bank account. We suspect unusual activity. Please confirm. Zhang Yu ordered coldly, I'm at Anman Duongvan. Do not suspect anything. It was stolen by someone. Quickly send someone to deal with it. No sooner had one misfortune passed than another befell him. A frantic parking attendant ran in to announce, Sir, is your car number 3838? Just now a car hit a tree and the tree fell on your car quite severely. Please come over and take a look. He couldn't help but curse under his breath. Damn it. The police officer said, Sir, it seems you've run into a lot of trouble. Do you need... Before he could finish, Zhang Yu quickly cut him off and ran away. He wasn't in the mood to care about such trivial matters now, nor did he want to be bothered. He put his arm around Xiao Xiao's waist and exclaimed happily, What goes around comes around. Xiao Xiao, let's go. 5 minutes later, he was sitting obediently on the bed, letting Xiao Xiao tend to him. Good boy, let me check if you're okay, if you're injured. Jiang Qing reassured her. A good-for-nothing of that caliber couldn't possibly hurt me. She said worriedly, "It's still better if I check. Then I'll feel more at ease." "Do you hate that I have a fiancé like that?" He immediately denied it. "How could I? I was just a little surprised. I didn't expect your fiancé to be such a person." Also, she recounted sadly, when Grandpa was critically ill, he arranged the marriage. To put Grandpa's mind at ease, I could only choose to get engaged to Zhang Yu. Later, I discovered that he was not only bisexual, but also cheating on me with my best friend. Zhang Chun said with feeling, "You've really had a tough time, but rest assured, Xiao Xiao, I'm here for you now." She questioned, "Zhang Chun, do you really not care that I have a fiancé like that? Are you saying you're willing to continue this relationship?" She pondered in her heart. Zhang Chun was her first man. Although she didn't truly love him yet, this relationship was 100 times more comfortable than a normal romance. He wrapped his arms around her waist, holding her tightly. She lost her balance and fell straight into his arms. Zhang Chun comforted her. "Of course I don't mind. Xiao Xiao, rest assured, I will treat you well." She shyly, her face flushed, replied, "Mm-hmm." Early the next morning, a few cleaning ladies chatted animatedly. "Young people nowadays really have good stamina." Another cleaning lady asked, "Why?" She teased, "Can your man do something like that?" The other woman chuckled and replied, "If my Mr. Chen were that mighty, would I still be able to go to work on time every day? My legs probably wouldn't even be able to lift." She exclaimed, "Disaman, dosamba ne bagine." Just by looking at this bedsheet, you can tell how happy this girl was. That handsome young man is both good-looking and strong, truly admirable. At the same time, Zhang Chun and Xiao Xiao were leisurely having breakfast. He thoughtfully looked at his phone screen, then sipped his milk and suggested, "Xiao Xiao, could I borrow your legs for a photo to celebrate my 18th coming-of-age ceremony?" She carefully asked, "Is it your birthday today?" He replied, "No, it's just that recently everyone in my friend circle has been showing off coming-of-age gifts, and I don't have anything to show off. So I wanted to borrow your legs to see how it looks." She happily agreed. "Shoot it, you stinky little brother." Next, Xiao Xiao gracefully lifted her leg, kicked off her high heels, and posed professionally. He thought to himself, even though his 18th birthday coming-of-age ceremony didn't have a Mercedes or BMW, the speed of this car was even faster. Others who saw his post were gloomy. Chung Jabang clutched his head and cursed, "Damn you, Zhang Chen. Why did you have to show me this first thing in the morning?" In an instant, the class monitor's 200,000 yuan watch no longer felt appealing. Zhu Jian bit his lip and thought, "Suddenly, I don't even like the house my mom bought me anymore. I also want a big sister in black stockings. I also want to be an adult." Li Ziri was so angry he almost cried. "I used to doubt it, but now I understand. This is the real coming-of-age ceremony." Zhao Gang was envious. "Jiang Chen, this is the real coming-of-age ceremony. That 0903 purchase is truly not worth mentioning at all." Ditung Wang Hu Cheng admired. "FUCK, I can only look at girls on my computer. Damn it, I really want to be like Jiang Chen." At Sintai Road Farala store, the polite saleswoman asked, "Hello, sir. This is Farala store. It's a pleasure to serve you. Do you need me to introduce anything?" He slowly walked in and replied, "No, thank you. Do you have any cars in stock? I'd like to take a look." The saleswoman walked and said, "Certainly, please come this way. I'd like to show you." Not far away, CEO Huang suggested, "Suwan, if you think this car isn't bad, then I'll buy it." Suwan waved her hand in refusal. "CEO Huang, you're being too polite. Buying a car is a serious matter. You need to look carefully. My opinion really doesn't matter." He couldn't help himself and reached out to Suwan. "How can it not matter? Your movie has started filming, and I want to pick you up from work every day so you can ride comfortably. As long as you like it, that's all that matters." She pushed his hand away, still persistently refusing. "It's really not necessary, CEO Huang. We film day and night. How could I trouble you to pick me up? If you can let me be the female lead, I guarantee I will take the filming seriously." He gave a sinister smile. "As long as you agree, the female lead will naturally be yours." He stood to the side, listening in. "I came to look at cars, and ended up getting to watch a great drama. Wait, she's Suwon. In a few years, she'll be one of the new four little Huadan in the entertainment industry, and what left a deep impression on people was her poolside bikini photo. In his mind, he pictured that alluring image. He made a demand. Wan, let's do this. If you like this car, I'll buy it immediately, and then we'll go for a drink. Suwon politely replied, Boss Huang, my opinion really doesn't matter. Besides, I still have to go to the company for a meeting. When he couldn't persuade her, he grew a bit impatient. A minor starlet dared to defy Suwon. Let me tell you, either you stay with me, or there will be no investment this time. She was speechless. Boss Huang, he threatened loudly, what are you still pretending for? I'm being generous, wasting my time with you here. Either clean yourself up and straight for me, or wait for your showbiz activities to be suspended. She asserted, CEO Huang, whether you invest or not, I stand by what I said. I won't back down, do as you please. Meanwhile, for Zhang Cheng, the system's mechanical voice suddenly rang out, Special mission activated. Zhang Cheng stood watching the system's notification, deep in thought. Obtaining Suwon's verbal commitment was just empty words without evidence. He had to make Suwon believe in his financial capability. He went to the store to talk to Yu Ling. I heard that buying your Ferraris requires certain conditions. She explained, well, that's right. Ferrari is a limited edition car series at our dealership. When purchasing, a financial check is required, and there's also a prerequisite. You must own 5 vehicles of our brand, and only after becoming a regular customer will you be eligible to purchase one. Zhang Cheng said coldly, so I'm not eligible to buy one then. Yu Ling suggested, if you truly wish to purchase this Ferrari, it's not entirely impossible. He was curious. How so? She explained, because the waiting time for an order is too long. Some orders could not be delivered as smoothly as expected. Therefore, a few slots have become available. However, the deposit will be a little higher than usual. I wonder if you would be able to accept that. Zhang Cheng replied proudly, so that's how it is. As long as I can buy it, I'll pay the full amount. Yu Ling was surprised. Pay the full amount? She thought to herself, does he even know how much this car costs? CEO Huang was astonished. Which young master is this, so domineering? I really want to see if this is real or fake. Suwon pondered. Even a boss like CEO Huang had to think back and forth about buying a car worth 3 million yuan, yet he wants to buy the most expensive Ferrari and pay for it all at once. She reminded him, Sir, a Ferrari costs between 40 million and 50 million yuan. He smiled. I know, it's acceptable. Yu Ling quickly said, then please wait for me here for a moment. I'll go call our manager. She introduced, Manager, this is the gentleman. Wu Qinfan waved and walked over. I heard someone wanted to pay the full amount for a Ferrari, so I came along. I didn't expect it to be you, Brother Zhang. We meet again. Zhang Cheng smiled. He had just arrived in Modu and didn't have a private car yet, so he was a bit unaccustomed, which is why he came here to casually buy one. He gasped in shock. You said this was a casual purchase, but it's way over the top. Mr. Liang interjected. Is this gentleman a friend of young Master Qin? Qin Fan explained, this is Zhang Cheng. We just met yesterday. Look at the watch on his wrist. He bought it yesterday at an auction for 18 million. Mr. Liang, you're going to have a big order tonight. He pointed at Zhang Cheng, who was wearing a branded watch on his wrist. Mr. Liang exclaimed, is this gentleman really that wealthy? He extended his hand to shake Zhang Cheng's. Hello, Mr. Zhang. Thank you very much for choosing our car brand. Checking assets is just a procedure for us, but since you can afford a 10 million watch, buying a car is naturally a small matter. I will now help you with the registration process. Suwon glanced at Zhang Cheng, silently assessing. In an instant, he could pull out over 10 million to buy a watch and 50 million for a car. This is probably the wealthiest young master of a tycoon family I've ever met. Normal young masters from tycoon families usually only have tens of thousands in pocket money at most. Millions are very rare. While their assets might reach several tens of millions, this gentleman's assets must have long surpassed hundreds of millions. No, even more than that. Meanwhile, CEO Huang tried to appease Suwon. Xiaowan, stop looking. Suddenly, I'm not in the mood to buy a car anymore. Let's go. Come have a drink with me. As long as you can make me happy, the investment won't be a problem. She refused. CEO Huang, I really have to go to the company for a meeting later. He got angry and left, saying to Suwon, I'm kindly telling you, you're still here wasting time with me. I'm telling you, 1, clean yourself up and wait for me. 2, wait for all your activities to be frozen. What are you pretending, Bar? Given your status, you're still pretending to be noble. Think about it yourself. Suwon called after him, Boss Huang! Suddenly a voice called out from behind her, Ms. Su! Suwon immediately turned around and asked, Are you calling me Ms. Su? Zhang Chung walked over and said, Ms. Suwon, my name is Zhang Chung. I just heard that you and the investor couldn't reach an agreement. But don't worry, if he doesn't invest, I will. She asked joyfully, Are you serious about investing? Suwon thought to herself, this person in front of her had even more economic power than CEO Huang. Now that CEO Huang wasn't investing, it would be very difficult for her to report back to the company. But if she were to sleep with CEO Huang, she truly couldn't do it. Moreover, refusing CEO Huang this time could truly cause the company to freeze all her activities. He continued, However, I have something else to do today. Tomorrow I will discuss the investment details with you. Suwon was thrilled. All right, Mr. Zhang, I'll await your news. Oh, would it be convenient to add each other on WeChat? If the two of you become social media friends, she'll be happier. Yes, Mr. Jiang, see you tomorrow. Jiang Chung turned to old Liang and said, Oh, right. What's the earliest I can get my car? He replied, At the very earliest, it'll take about a year. Jiang Chung's voice held a hint of disappointment. That long? Chinfan walked over and put an arm around Jiang Chung's shoulder. There's a car exhibition in 2 days with Lamborghini, Porsche, and many other brands. You can pick up a car right at the exhibition. Would you like to go check it out then? Jiang Chung was pleased. Sure. At Renhe restaurant, Xiao Xiao waved and called out, Jiang Chung, over here. The crab roe rice here is an exclusive dish. You absolutely have to try it. There's also fish fillet braised in fermented rice wine, roasted duck fillet with scallions, fish head, and stir-fried chicken gizzards. Whoosh, Jiang Chung moved closer, his hand touching her, his voice roguish. But I only want to eat you. Xiao Xiao blushed shyly. My good little brother, you tormented me so much last night. Can't you let me rest for a few more minutes? His voice was low. It's not that you can't, but you have to change how you address me. She turned and kissed Jiang Chung's cheek. My dear husband, Xiao Xiao said. He was pleased. I like that very much. Xiao Xiao smiled. Then I'll let you rest for a bit. Si Xiao flattered him. You're so kind. The two sat down and Jiang Chung asked, By the way, do you know Suwon? She wondered, Suwon? She's an artist at your friend's company. Why? Jiang Chung asked, You like Suwon, don't you? Si Xiao pouted. He explained, It's not exactly like. I just happened to meet her. What do you think of her potential? She rested her chin on her hand. Although the company doesn't value her much right now, her conditions aren't bad, and she has potential for development. Jiang Chung said, If I like her, you can help me. As for you, you can come find me whenever you need me. I have no other intentions. Jiang Chung patted Si Xiao's head. Silly girl, don't worry. Whether it's you or someone else, as long as she's my woman, I will treat all of you well. Do you understand? She happily said, So now you want to invest in her? He replied, That's right. I want to sign a contract and invest in her. Boss Si Xiao explained, Suwon's contract hasn't expired yet. If you want to sign her, you might have to help her pay the contract termination fee, which could be several million. Furthermore, to sign her, you'd also need to establish a company. Jiang Chung calmly said, Si Xiao, you don't need to worry about the capital. After the company is established, I'll hand over its operation to you. I don't care about other matters, and I can even give you some shares. I've been thinking I'll cover the capital for establishing the system company. As long as Suwon is given the right resources, she could become famous in 2 years, and by then, she could bring in a considerable business profit for me. She objected. Jiang Chung, that won't do. Even if the company is established, I'll only be responsible for its operation and management. I absolutely refuse to take any shares. At most, you can just give me a high salary. Xiao Xiao thought, although I know Jiang Cheng isn't short on money, by helping him manage the company, I'd be promoted from a department director to a company manager. My say would be on a different level, and just this point alone is very satisfying. As for my salary, I believe he won't give me less than before. He was displeased. Xiao Xiao, you're really too foolish. There's no need for us to be so distant, is there? Suddenly, she raised her hand and caressed Jiang Cheng's cheek. Xiao Xiao shed tears, pressing her face close to his. Jiang Cheng, before I met you, my life had no meaning. Every day I woke up, it was to face an arranged marriage. You are the one who made me feel the joy of loving someone. Only by your side can I feel like I'm truly alive. Honestly, I'm already very content. The tense atmosphere dissipated with the ringing of the phone. The message, though quite presumptuous, I still wanted to confirm with Mr. Jiang. What time and where shall we meet tomorrow? After reading it, Jiang Cheng subtly curved his lips. It seemed Da Wan Wan was in a great hurry. The next day, Su Wan stood outside and gently said, Mr. Jiang, good afternoon. She stepped in and Jiang Cheng asked, Where are we going? Su Wan got into the car and replied, Lujia Chi, Baiyue Hotel. The two arrived at the meeting point. He pulled out a chair and asked, Is the film you were preparing to shoot a big investment project? She cleverly replied, Boss Jiang, you must be joking. How could a major investment project ever cast me as the lead actress? It's just a web drama. The company plans to invest not much, about 5 million. Jiang Cheng was disappointed. What kind of quality film can you shoot with 5 million? Su Wan explained, This is a small production project. Low cost, quick return on investment, no worries about losses. The key is the excellent plot. I believe this script has great potential. Boss, perhaps you'd like to take a look at the script. He refused. No need. I'm only interested in investing. She was surprised. Seriously? You don't need to see the script? Jiang Cheng handed over a slip. No need. If you're not at ease, I can transfer the investment amount to you now. She said awkwardly, That's not what I meant. I'm just a little surprised. This is the second time we've met today. Su Wan, having been in the industry for so many years, I've never encountered this kind of investment. Not only have I never seen it, I haven't even heard of it. You're straightforward. But I have one condition. You must come to my company as an artist. She covered her mouth in surprise. You want to sign me? I'm just an unknown new actress, and my contract hasn't expired yet. Do you know about this? Signing me means you'll have to help me pay the contract termination fee. Jiang Cheng said casually, That's not a problem, I know. Su Wan pondered. I'm not a naive young girl. There's no such thing as someone helping you for no reason in this world. I naturally understand this principle. Although Mr. Jiang looks very handsome if I consider it, I wouldn't suffer a great loss. Agreeing with him would be like sleeping with fresh meat and also getting him to promote me. Isn't this killing two birds with one stone? No, Su Wan, you can't break your own principles. Otherwise, what would all those years of perseverance have been for? She asked, Mr. Jiang, do you have an entertainment company? He said indifferently, Not yet, but if you agree, there will be one very soon. I heard Xiao Xiao say that you're not valued at Tiansheng Entertainment, so you can rest assured. If I sign with you, I will handle the contract termination fee. Additionally, for 2 years, the company's focus will be entirely on you. Very quickly, Su Wan excitedly asked, Boss, if you invest, do you have any special requirements? Jiang Cheng analyzed said, Her goodwill value is only 50 points, just a passerby relationship with him. If he were to truly mention such requirements, she would definitely not accept them. And even if she did, it would be out of coercion, without any genuine interest. He spoke up, Don't worry, as long as you're an artist with my company, I won't ask you to have any fake interactions with others. Su Wan was delighted. Are there still management companies like this nowadays? If there are no requirements and they're even willing to invest money to support me, what more is there to hesitate about? She spoke up. Mr. Jiang, when do you plan to sign a contract with me? Should I change how I address you to Boss Jiang from now on? Jiang Chen teased out, Calling me boss sounds too formal. Why not call me older brother instead? Su Wan wondered, Older brother? Are you that old already? He replied, 20. She called him out. 20 years old? Are you really that old? Weren't you just about to enter university? If you calculate it, you're probably around 18, not 20. Jong Chung scratched his head. So you were talking about age? I thought Soo-won. The boss is truly a scoundrel. The girl said, Boss, I'll treat you to a meal today. You've helped me so much. I'm truly grateful. He replied, If you want to thank me, you'll have to film well in the future. Becoming famous is the biggest return on my investment. She assured him, Don't worry, boss. I guarantee I'll perform well. Jong Chung looked at the system and pondered. The system is truly thoughtful. If that's the case, I can explain to everyone the reason for my wealth. This reward can be said to be the most valuable reward so far. He synchronized the documents for his parents to see, so they could digest the news of their son suddenly becoming rich, avoiding having to explain for half a day when he got home. Jong Chung answered the phone. Dad, what's up? Chi Wen exclaimed, My good son, you have a good eye for investment. In such a short period, the investment has become profitable and developed into a large company. You must have made a fortune, haven't you? He replied, It's probably around 600,000 a month, but I didn't expect it myself. Su was excited after hearing this. 600,000. So the annual income must be up to 7 million. Mr. Jiang, your son is about to surpass you. He was unconvinced. This good son is just lucky. Jiang Chung asked, By the way, Mom and Dad, do you need any gifts? I'll get you something when I come home. Chi Wen refused. No need. Your thoughtfulness is enough. Remember not to be arrogant. This is just the beginning. Don't get carried away and forget yourself, understood? Be obedient. If you understand, just listen to old Jiang. Jiang Chung asked Suwon, It's still early. Would you like to take a stroll with me? Suwon shyly replied, All right, sugar daddy, where do you want to go? Jiang Chung replied, The mall. I didn't bring anything when I came here. Suwon wiped her mouth. No problem. I'm full. Let's go. At the Patek Philippe store, Suwon thought admiringly, I thought we were going to a place to buy things costing a few 100,000 yuan, but it turns out to be a store where prices start from 200,000. Suwon secretly thought, Is this how rich people just casually stroll around? A receptionist walked over. Hello, sir. May I ask if you have an appointment? Jiang Chung replied, Yes. The staff member respectfully said, Please come this way, sir. Suwon spoke up. Senior Lin Ru, what a coincidence. I didn't expect to meet you here. Lin Ru asked in surprise, Are you also here to look at watches? Suwon explained, I'm with someone. She paused, secretly thinking, It seems a bit too early to call him boss now. She continued, with a friend, looking at watches. Lin Ru secretly thought, A little handsome guy. There are many handsome guys in this circle. Looks aren't important. Whether they have a lot of money or not is the key. Wang Hai, the playboy, sized up Suwon and asked, And who is this beauty? The entertainment industry is truly full of exceptional talents. Look at the system. Celebrity Lin Ru is quite famous. It seems the big brother next to him might be a formidable figure in the same circle. Old Liu Mang, Ru'er, who is this junior of yours? Suwon resented it. Mr. Wang, she played the role of a maid in the last movie. Her name seems to be Wan something. Wang Hai handed over his business card. My name is Wang Hai. I specialize in film investment. If you want to shoot a film in the future, you can contact me. Lin Ru said acerbically, Suwon and I are simply not on the same level. When I film, investors come and take me to buy watches. Suwon, I'm afraid, can only help the boss choose watches, and then she has to sleep with him to get things done. Our profession is just that realistic. If you're not famous, others won't even remember your name. But wait until one day you suddenly become famous, and immediately you'll have many good friends whose names you don't even know. But these good friends will shamelessly remind you of their presence every day. After all they really want is to ride on your coattails. Suwon took the business card. Thank you, then I won't trouble you two anymore. The salesperson inquired, Mr. Jiang, may I ask if you have anything specific in mind today? Jiang Chung replied, No, I haven't seen anything suitable for now. What types of watches are available? Both men's and women's watches are fine. The salesperson introduced, Some models of the 7122 watches you two are looking at are in stock. but the popular models are not available and require pre-ordering. He asked, how much do these 7122 watch models cost? The salesperson explained, the women's watch costs $380,000. If you buy it now, you can basically finalize it at the general price. Jiang Chun thought it would be better to get something a bit more expensive for his mother. He spoke up. Are there any women's watches around 500,000? You don't need to show me such cheap ones. The staff member quickly replied, certainly, sir. Sir, please wait a moment. I'll go get it for you. Lin Ru was surprised. This is what old lady and Mr. Wang spent so long trying to pick out. And you call it cheap. Wang Hai was stunned. What? 380,000, not 38 yuan? And you call that cheap? This amount, for an ordinary person working extra shifts, would take how many years to earn? Su Wan was amused. Normally, Lin Ru always had an arrogant demeanor, but a single comment from Zhang Cheng had exposed her, which was quite interesting. She had even mocked her as a maid. Could she also be ridiculed by others? He asked her, do you like this one? Su Wan replied, no, I'm just looking. I can't afford it anyway. The system chimed in, Zhang Cheng, it seems this random mission is truly too random. But I also want to give her a gift. To strengthen their relationship, he spoke up. If you like it, I'll get it for you. She refused. Absolutely not. I'll buy it myself when I earn enough money later. The woman heard this and became angry, thinking to herself, that young man and Xiao Wan are so in sync. Are they intentionally putting on a show? For the past few years, many people have looked at watches, but very few have actually bought them. Later, if they just look and don't buy, let's see how I'll humiliate the two of them. The staff member respectfully said, Mr. Jiang, these styles aren't bad. Let me help you try one on. Sir, this model looks very good on you. Jiang Cheng held out his hand. Do you think it looks good? Su Wan observed and replied, it's all right. He probed, it just feels a little loose. She quickly said, let me help you adjust it to be a bit tighter. Jiang Cheng's tone was mischievous. A little tighter is good. I prefer it a bit tighter. Su Wan blushed. His words seemed a bit off. He's only 18. Am I overthinking this? In less than half a day of talking, he had already teased her several times. He was stunned. What's with this sudden increase in goodwill value? As expected, when a girl says no, she actually means yes. Jiang Cheng said indifferently, wrap both of these models for me. The salesperson asked, startled, Sir, you mean you want both of these models? He was stunned after hearing that. 2 watch models, totaling 2 to 3 million, and they just buy them without hesitation. So arrogant. Is this for real? Aren't they just trying to show off? Jiang Cheng asked her, Su Wan, please help me choose one of these 2 watches. I'm buying it for my mother. Su Wan chose, if it's for your mother, take this one. It looks luxurious. The salesperson praised, the young lady has excellent taste. This watch is inlaid with 450 diamonds, totaling 2.5 carats, priced at 883,000. Sir, the other model is very suitable for this little fairy maiden, and it's a bit cheaper, only 850,000. He requested, Su Wan, please try it on for me to see. It's fine, both are better than that model 7122 priced at 380,000. Lin Ru was furious upon hearing this. You! Zhang Cheng handed his card to the staff. Please wrap up the whole 4 of these watches for me. The salesperson happily replied, yes, sir. I will process your payment immediately. Please wait a moment. Su Wan reached out to take off the watch. Xiying stopped her. That's not for taking off. It's a gift for you. She said shyly, no, I can't. This is too expensive. I can't accept it. Zhang Cheng said indifferently, it's just a small item. Don't overthink it. There's no other meaning behind it. And besides, it's probably already paid for now, so it can't be returned anyway. Su Wan was flustered. No, really, that won't do. If I can't return them, these 2 items will be a gift for your aunt. Zhang Cheng chuckled. My mother is already several decades old. How could she possibly suit a little fairy maiden style? What's there to laugh about? Let's just decide it this way. Anyway, we're about to become colleagues at the same company, so consider this a welcome gift for you. Zhang Cheng said, a clear look of displeasure on his face. What's wrong? Are you not giving me face? Suwon thought to herself, I've refused him so many times in front of so many people. Am I not giving him face? After all, he's the future boss. It wouldn't be good to go against his wishes. She replied with a smile, in that case, thank you, my wealthy boss. Jong Chung took back the card. The shop assistant politely said, Sir, the total is 438,000 50,000. Here is the invoice. Please take it. Thank you very much, sir, for supporting our brand. This is a special gift for you. We hope you like it. Linru thought enviously to herself. Someone who has nothing, yet wears a watch worth 850,000. My status is clearly so much higher than Suwon's, yet the watch I'm wearing isn't even as good as hers. What am I, really? She turned and haughtily asked the sales assistant, Hey, they got a gift. What about us? The sales assistant replied hesitantly, Miss Lin, we don't have any for you. I'm really sorry. Wang Hai pondered. Today the original plan was to take Lin Ru to buy a watch, then have a candlelight dinner, and continue to the hotel. Now, with this guy acting like this, the atmosphere is completely ruined. He's got nothing better to do. Let's go. We'll come back to look another time. The salesperson hesitantly asked, So, Miss Lin, may I ask if you still need this watch model? Lin Ru snapped, We'll see about it next time. Jong Chung checked the system and pondered. He hadn't expected that giving a watch could yield this kind of reward. Even if he drew a double reward, he could get 4 million back, which was equivalent to 4 free watches. If he drew a triple reward, what would that be like? He requested, claim it now. A notification sound rang out, and the card balance received 1,316.55 million. Jong Chung calculated, subtracting the 4 million cost from earlier, an additional 8.87 million was added to the account. So I'll give a few more gifts to strengthen my relationship with Suwon. The two moved to a bag store, and he asked caringly, Wan, is there any bag you like? She was flustered. I don't, sir, please don't do that. Jong Chun asked the consultant, Miss, are there any popular models right now? The person enthusiastically introduced, Sir, this model is the trendy one for this quarter. It's selling very well in our store. After hearing that, he snapped his fingers in satisfaction. All right, swipe the card. The consultant continued. Your total cost this time is 120,000. You have become a member of ours, and from now on, for any activities, we will inform you first. Suwon blushed, thinking to herself, a wealthy boss truly is impulsive. Half an hour later, the two were sitting in the car. She adjusted her hair and said, You just gave me a watch and a bag. I don't know what to say. Jung Chun teased, Thanks for walking around for so long. How about coming to my place for a drink? He said, Water. Suwon shyly replied, Either is fine. Alcohol is fine too. Jong Chung put on a serious face. Never mind, men out must know how to protect themselves. If I get drunk, I wonder if I'll give some girls the chance to take advantage. She irritably said, You really are delusional. Suwon got out of the car. He said goodbye. I won't tease you anymore. Get some rest early. I'm also very grateful that you walked around with me. She sweetly replied, Goodbye. Suwon assessed that he truly had no intention of going upstairs, completely lacking that kind of thought. The boss is a good person, she thought. Jong Chung drove, feeling exhilarated. His goodwill value increased very quickly, reaching 80 points, the level of unrequited love. I need to work harder. It's still a long way to do that, but Da Wan will be mine sooner or later, he muttered to himself. Half an hour later, Yuyan waited for him outside. She said, Mr. Jung, welcome home. Your bathwater is ready. Would you like to take a bath now? He took off his shirt and replied, Wait a moment. I want to take a stroll. First, please help me open a VIP room. She pondered. Although she had worked here for 3 years, the high price threshold of the villa meant a low occupancy rate. In a year, she only served more than 20 customers. Like Mr. Zhang, directly renting continuously for a week was extremely rare. Such a high-quality customer must be served exceptionally well. Jiang Chung sat in the bathtub and asked, Director Wang, do you have any special dishes here but expensive? Yu Yan gracefully replied, of course, our hotel's food includes general cuisine, Western food, Italian food, and Japanese food, all of which are high class. She continued, a special highlight is the Chinese bahaba fish from the Italian restaurant, and white truffles, which are also a specialty of our place. He pondered, I've heard of bahaba fish once before. A large one can cost several million. As for white truffles, their price is calculated by the gram, with each gram costing several hundred US dollars. It seems the food rebate card distributed by the system Otto still has a place to be used. Zhang Cheng got out of the bath and requested, Director Wang, could you give me a massage? She blushed. Yes, Jiang Tianxing, if you want a massage, please return to your room. Inside the room, he was lying face down on the pillow. Yu Yan smiled, taking off her outer jacket. She gently climbed onto Zhang Cheng's back. Yu Yan poured herbal essence into her palm. Zhang Cheng was surprised to see her apply essential oil to his back. He had thought she would just casually press a few times. She explained, Jiang Tianxing, our hotel spa is very special. Please close your eyes and slowly feel it. Her body sitting on him slowly moved back and forth. Zhang Cheng's body was burning hot, his face as red as blood. Yu Yan diligently displayed her most alluring posture while massaging. Because she had taken off her outer jacket earlier, the outfit underneath was revealed. He exclaimed in embarrassment, there's this kind of special service too? Have I been overthinking things? Yu Yan stood up. Jiang Tianxin, after the service is over, I will not disturb you anymore. If you need anything, please call me anytime. Tomorrow I will pick you up to go to the car exhibition. He regretted, there's no that service, so I was overthinking it. The next day at the car exhibition, Zhang Cheng walked around thoughtfully. Tanfan had an urgent matter and couldn't make it, but his going alone didn't make too much of a difference. As expected of Modu's car exhibition, all famous car brands participated. Although these new car models don't look bad, the prices haven't reached my desired level yet. The most expensive one is only 2.2 million, which is too cheap. Isn't that Jiang Yun, Si Ya, Li Shutong, and Cheng Jibang? Why are they here? It's Chu Ying. It turns out she came to Modu to be a car model. On the opposite side, she's wearing a sexy red dress, posing leaning against a car. Shutong spoke up. Chu Ying, what time do you get off work? I'll come pick you up then. Sia scoffed. Chu Ying is very busy. We shouldn't bother her. Didn't she refuse when we invited her on a graduation trip before? She's a Thien Kim Tu Thu. She basically doesn't care about us. Chu Ying heard everything but remained silent. He walked over to greet them. What a coincidence. Am I in Rongcheng now? Why are all my high school classmates here? She happily said, Jiang Cheng, why are you here? Zipeng added, Ong Jiang, I didn't hear you say you were coming here before. Jiang Cheng frowned. What do you mean? From your tone, are you organizing some activity that I don't know about? Zhu Tong awkwardly said, how embarrassing. We didn't inform you about this graduation trip. I didn't expect to meet you here. He pointed at him. Then you'll have to ask him. Siya interjected, wait a minute. Jiang Cheng, how long has it been since we last met, and yet you seem to have become so much more handsome? Jiang Yun agreed, right? What exactly happened to you? Don't tell me you went to Modu for plastic surgery? Zipeng walked over and put his arm around his shoulder. That's right, Ong Jiang. Although you're still not as handsome as me, your voice, kid, seems to have gotten better. Don't tell me even your vocal cords have been adjusted. Zhang Cheng said awkwardly, don't tease me. Instead, what are you guys doing here? Buying a car? She pointed, how could we afford to buy one? We just happened to run into an old classmate and are reminiscing. Zhang Cheng, are you also here to see Zhou Huahui? She's now a big car brand model in Modu. Can't you see all the guys surrounding her to take pictures? Zhu Tong retorted, Siya, so what if she's a car model? Chu Ying said she's just doing it temporarily. Don't say such unpleasant things. Siya said with disdain, what did I say? Chu Ying isn't short on money. I'm just a little surprised to see her here. A simple Hoa Koi wouldn't reach Mo Chung like this. What was his intention? It was incomprehensible. Suddenly, the system updated her status, and he was surprised. Sia's privacy value was 30. Zhang Cheng thought for a moment. Wait, why is your goodwill value towards me so high? He and I don't usually talk much. What's going on? Chu, poor guy, is so infatuated with this girl. He wondered, Zheng, what are you doing? He patted Zipeng on the shoulder. Nothing, I can only say, brother. Take care. He was surprised. Did you take the wrong medicine? What are you babbling about? Zhang Cheng waved his hand. Chu Ying, you've become even more beautiful after not seeing you for a few days. She spoke. Zhang Cheng, are you also here to see the car exhibition? He replied, I had nothing to do, so I came to take a look. Kutong responded, I'm telling you, are you guys surrounding the goddess preparing to buy a car? If you don't understand, don't talk nonsense. This is the latest model and also one of the most expensive. Do you think it's an electric car that you can just buy it by saying so? Zhang Cheng clapped his hands. It's expected of our class monitor, you even understand Ferrari cars so well. He said proudly, this is the first mid-engine four-wheel drive Ferrari full of futuristic technology. The price after tax is from 5 to 8 million. It's a top-tier car. He teased, understanding it to this extent, and you still say you're not here to buy a car. Kutong was speechless. Zhang Cheng, Chu Ying intervened. I'm really sorry, classmates. I'm working. Everyone gathering around this place and being so noisy is not good at all. He pondered. Zhang Cheng wants to make me lose face in front of Chu Ying. No, I can't let him get his way. Kutong spoke up. Chu Ying, actually, I came to see if you have any suitable cars. After all, my college entrance exam score was 625 points, and my family wants to reward me with a car. Could you help me recommend some? If there's a suitable one, I'll buy it. She looked flustered. I'm not very knowledgeable about this. If you want to learn more, you can ask the saleswoman over there. Kutong awkwardly said, Isn't asking you the same thing? We're old classmates, and I'm quite close with you. Zhang Cheng laughed loudly. Class monitor Chu Ying already said she doesn't understand. If there's a suitable car, just buy it directly. What era is this that you're still using this excuse to talk to a goddess? He was angry. Zhang Cheng, what does my conversation with Chu Ying have to do with you? Buying a car isn't like buying groceries at the convenience store by the school gate. Of course, you have to do some research. Zhang Cheng retorted, if you say it's that easy, why don't you buy one too? I, on the other hand, don't mind. Chu Ying, if I buy this car, does it come with a car model? Chu Ying covered her mouth and chuckled. Zhang Cheng, so you're quite humorous. Zhang Cheng assured, I'm serious. Kutong gave a faint smile. Can Zhang Cheng go somewhere else to mock? Chu Ying is still working. The manager saw a crowd gathering and causing a commotion. So he became curious. He walked over and reprimanded, Chu Ying, why are you talking during working hours? I'm not paying you 2,000 yuan a day to stand here and chat. She bowed her head and replied, Yes, I'm sorry, manager. I'll be more careful. Zhang Cheng turned around and subtly reminded him, Li Shutong, if you want to learn, go over there and learn. You caused Chu Ying to get scolded. Look at the good thing you've done. He retorted, Zhang Cheng, you're deliberately targeting me, aren't you? Aren't you bothering Chu Ying too? You've been looking for so long, which one are you going to buy? He said frankly, although the price of this car is very ordinary, because Chu Ying is standing next to it, a beautiful girl's bicycle will naturally be more high-end. I want to ask, does Macy give away car models? The manager secretly observed the watch on Zhang Cheng's wrist. He politely said, Sir, if you truly buy this new car, you will definitely receive a car model as a gift. He pulled out a black card. Good, you said it, so I'll swipe the card and pay all at once. The crowd was startled upon hearing this. Zheng Yun exclaimed, What? Ziheng couldn't believe it. Zhang, is that real or fake? Is it that amazing? Su Tong panicked. The price of this car is over 5 million. Adding the components, the total must be over 8 million. Shuya blushed. Did this mean Zhang Cheng could instantly come up with 8 million? He frowned. Zhang Cheng, stop showing off. Chu Ying works here. I advise you to be a little kinder. Don't cause her to lose her job. He scoffed. Li Shutong, is there something wrong with your head? How could my buying a car harm her? I'm buying the car because of her. Manager, isn't that right? He explained, esteemed guest, you are absolutely right. If you wish to purchase, the commission will definitely be credited to Chu Ying. Zhang Cheng thought to himself, the goodwill value has increased by 5 points. Very good. He requested, manager, but we already agreed buying a car comes with a car model. Zi Heng was furious. Damn Jiang Cheng, still toying with Chu Ying. Don't you dare say something like, strange, why is my card at home locked later? Using these lies as an excuse not to buy, because then I'll make you suffer humiliation. Why, Zhangchen raised his card. Pay in full, right? Keep it simple. Oh, by the way, is this car in stock? Can I drive it away directly? The manager replied, it's in stock. You can drive it away directly. Please proceed to the VIP room, and we will immediately complete the formalities for you. The card machine reported the transaction complete. He said with a smile, payment successful. I will now immediately arrange for the formalities to be completed for you. Chu Ying, please take good care of young Master Zhang for me. Zhu sweated. Zhang Cheng could actually spend 8 million to buy a car. If I got in there, I'd just be humiliating myself. He crossed his arms proudly, secretly thinking, I didn't expect Dong Jiang. You're actually a super rich second generation. Why were you so modest when you were at school? Shuya added, that's right, Zhang Cheng. I've never ridden in a Ferrari before. You have to let me sit in it for a bit later. Xiang Yun adjusted her glasses and spoke. Shuya, Zhang Cheng bought the car for Chu Ying, right? A Ferrari only has 2 seats, so you probably won't have anywhere to sit. Oh, she retorted arrogantly, why wouldn't I have anywhere to sit? The passenger seat is for me. Isn't Chu Ying going to work? Zhang Chen secretly thought, besides, she's a car model, so perhaps every day there are quite a few men who let her test sit in their cars, right? Zhang Cheng watched and secretly cursed. I didn't do anything. Why did Shuya's goodwill value increase like this? I'm truly baffled by this kind of person. He spoke up. Xiang Yun is right. This car only looks good with Chu Ying sitting in it. Shuya maliciously said, Zhang Cheng, I heard you and Zhao Jia broke up. It's not because of Chu Ying, is it? In her heart, she secretly thought, if I can't get any benefit from this Chu, I won't let her live in peace. Chu Ying was surprised. What? Zhang Cheng broke up? Wasn't he quite good to Zhao Jia before? Zhang Cheng stepped forward and put his arm around her waist. My breakup with Zhao Jia has nothing to do with anyone. And of course, that includes Chu Ying. But Chu Ying is so beautiful, any man would really like her. Zi Peng was astonished. Zhang Cheng, your watch is also $1 million, right? That's really impressive, going out to buy a car. You're still wearing one on your wrist, and back in school, when we asked you to treat everyone to a meal, you cried about being poor. It turns out you were just pretending. He replied, haven't I graduated? I didn't even finish the university entrance exam, and my family rewarded me anyway. I couldn't refuse. Zhu Tong, standing behind, interjected. It's getting late. We should go find a place for dinner. We still have to go buy a car tonight. Just Shuya came up to him. Zhang Cheng, would you like to come eat with us? After eating, how about we go for a walk? Zhang Cheng refused. No, I have an appointment tonight. Let's get together when I'm free after I get back. She happily said, let's decide on that then. When you get back, Zhang Cheng will contact us. He said, Chu Ying, you go ahead and work first. I'll go look around elsewhere for a bit. She agreed. Thank you, Zhang Cheng. He leaned closer. We're all classmates. No need to be so polite. See you next time. Suddenly, an employee from another area ran over. Sir, do you need any particular type of car? Please take a look. This pink car isn't bad. This is a special car designed specifically for female customers. Of course, this car also has safe brakes, night driving functionality, and many other features. Zhang Cheng imagined that this car, on the contrary, was very suitable for Xiao Xiao. He asked, how much is this car? The staff replied, sir, because the components of this car are very high-end, the total price is 9.5 million. If you wish to purchase it, we can offer you 3 years of free maintenance. Before the staff could finish speaking, Zhang Cheng interrupted. Okay, I'll swipe my card directly. She was delighted. Yes, I will go process the paperwork right away. He wondered, oh, right, I need a car handover ceremony. That's not a problem, is it? The staff responded, absolutely no problem at all. For the car handover ceremony, I will definitely ensure it's done well for you, providing a full sense of ceremony. Please come over here and take a look. Zhang Cheng refused. No need, I'm buying this car as a gift for someone else. Just process it quickly. I'll give you the recipient's address later. She nodded. Oh, understood. I'll get it done immediately then. On the other side, someone was live streaming. Viewers watching the live stream, do you see this ultimate pink car? This color is very rare, full of a maiden's heart. Perhaps no girlfriend could refuse it, right? I also wonder how the air conditioning in the car is. Is Top Ranker interested in buying one? Isn't pink beautiful? Yellow and red Porsches. I'm telling Top Ranker, if you buy this car for your daughter, you'll definitely win her love that very day. If you don't believe me, see for yourself. There's a guy here also admiring this pink car just like me. He just sat in it. Everyone, please give me a like so I can interview him right here and now so he can share his feelings. The staff member approached to stop her. I'm very sorry, young lady. May I ask if you're here to order a car or to look at one? She replied, I want to look at this car. The staff member requested, then would it be convenient for you to provide proof of assets? The woman pointed, do I need to provide proof of assets just to look? Just now, I clearly saw that young man walk right in there. The salesperson explained, I'm very sorry, we require this procedure. She fell silent, awkwardly reading each online comment. Shu-Ying pondered. Zhangcheng was so wealthy, spending 20 million in less than half an hour. Even before her family's troubles, she couldn't spend as lavishly as he did. 2 hours passed, Zhangcheng stretched and thought. All procedures have been completed. The car is on its way to Xiao Xiao. He went to Ferrari to pick up the keys. The manager handed him the car keys and said, here are your keys, sir. Also, Jiang Tianxin, what did you ask him? What do you plan to do with this license plate? He thought, although Ferrari offers license plate services, he wasn't from Modu, so it would be impossible to get a Modu license plate. However, using some special methods to create a special Modu license plate might not be impossible. Let him try. System announced, random license plate. Zhangcheng looked at it and showed satisfaction. System was indeed very thoughtful. A staff member brought out the documents and said, Jiang Tianxin, your license plate has been processed. We will now assist you with the registration procedures. He agreed, okay. He observed and assessed, Shanghai AC 111. It turned out to be a local Modu license plate. Even more frightening was that the 2 letters GC were the initials of Zhangcheng. In all these years, this was the first time he had met someone with such immense power. Zhangcheng put his arm around the manager's shoulder and said, don't overthink it. I just came to get the number in advance. It's that simple. He thought to himself, I understand if you don't want to reveal it, but it's a bit much to treat others as mentally deficient and deceive them. How could someone get this kind of license plate by appointment and even have a special person come to process the paperwork on site? The manager opened his mouth. As expected of Jiang Tianxin, such good fortune. Even choosing a car license plate has such profound implications. Truly admirable. The person carrying the documents bowed respectfully. Jiang Tianxin has finished making arrangements. He assessed, this respectful attitude truly made me feel that Jiang Tianxin is either the beloved son of some city magnate or an important relative of a major leader. Otherwise, an ordinary person truly couldn't possess such energy. A few minutes later, Chudin opened her mouth. Jiang Than, thank you very much today. I have to leave work immediately. How about I treat you to a meal? Shall we go eat? We can choose the place Tri Bang chose today. He smiled at her meaningfully. Suddenly, Jiang Than received a call, and he immediately answered. Tri Bang cried and complained, Jiang Than, I'm heartbroken. Come over quickly. I need you to have a drink with me. Otherwise, I'll jump into the Songhuangha now. He was startled and confused after hearing that. What? Jiang Than said, Li Chi Bang seems to be heartbroken and called me to have a drink with him. Jiang Than asked, how about I treat you to dinner tomorrow? Chudin was surprised. He's heartbroken? I thought he liked someone. He replied, I'm not too sure either. I'll just have to go over there and see. She gave a polite smile. Okay, we'll meet another day. Later, Zhang Cheng walked in from outside. He looked at Zipeng, who was drunk, and asked, Are you so drunk that you're seeing the Yellow River dancing? Stop wasting words. Sit down and have a drink with me. He pulled up a chair, demanding. Zipeng continued, yelling furiously. I just found out I'm a simp again. Someone Zhang Cheng took advantage of. I'm so annoyed. You know how Shu Ya usually talks to me when she's drunk. But what about her? Li Shutong went to the restroom, and with just one look, Shu Ya followed her like a stalker. Jiang Cheng interrupted impatiently. Get to the point. Zipeng cried. I also secretly went outside and saw them hugging and kissing in the middle of the road. I'm heartbroken, Ongjiang. He exposed. You two never even started. How can you be heartbroken? He said sadly. Can you really be so sharp-tongued at a time like this? Jiang Cheng comforted. All right, listen to me. This Shuya is no good. Just let her go cause trouble for Li Shutong. Who knows? Maybe that kid will get some kind of disease later. Zipeng eagerly asked, Ongjiang, do you know something? He explained, I heard from friends that Shuya's private life is very chaotic. I wasn't exactly subtle with you before, but you wouldn't listen then. He drained his glass, admitting his mistake. My brain was stuck before. No more talk. It's all in the wine. Drink up. An hour later, Zhang Cheng helped Zipeng out. He asked, Can you get back to the hotel by yourself without any problems? Zipeng replied, No problem, brother. You go back first. Zhang Cheng added, Next time you get heartbroken, I'll come with you like this too. Zipeng grumbled, Who's heartbroken? Get lost. Go to sleep quickly. While Zhang Cheng was looking for a designated driver, Chen Li walked up to strike up a conversation. She said, I'm so sorry, this is my boyfriend's car. Please, sir, stay a little further away from the car. If you hit it and damage it, can you afford to pay for it? Zhang Cheng glanced at the status information panel of the person in front of him. Chen Li covered her mouth and said, I told you, I'm actually the one who's drunk. But why do you look so much like my boyfriend? Zhang Cheng said indifferently, Is that so? But you don't look like my girlfriend at all. Chen Li moved closer, pointing, Handsome, you really know how to joke. Your voice is so nice. Perhaps you drive a Ferrari with one hand, right? Zhang Cheng said with distaste. If you don't understand, I'll enlighten you. For a car with such high horsepower, anyone who claims to drive it with one hand has never actually driven one. Chen Li shamelessly flirted. Handsome, you really know a lot. But I know how to play PUBG, and there are many types of PUBG. Do you want to play with me? Zhang Cheng said disdainfully, I only play Honor of Kings. Suddenly, Chao Renren walked up from behind. Hello, may I ask if you called for a designated driver? He replied, I did. She introduced herself. Hello, my name is Chao Renren, and I'm your designated driver. Oh, handsome guy, why do you look familiar? He pushed Renren's phone down. Little sister, I'm so handsome, you need to pay to take my picture. She said awkwardly, I'm so sorry, big brother, I forgot. Zhang Cheng asked curiously, You're a streamer and you also work as a designated driver? Renren explained, During the day, when I'm free, I work as a designated driver. My main job is outdoor live streaming. If it's convenient, could I take a picture of your car? He agreed, I don't mind. Renren started her live stream. Viewers, I can't believe I've encountered a Ferrari SF90 supercar. I'm so excited. This is the first model on display today, and it's currently the fastest production model. She stood close to the car and took a picture. Chen Li spoke up. Handsome guy, I can also drive for you, and it's free. Zhang Cheng refused. No need, I'm afraid free things come with problems. He took out the keys. Do you know how to drive a race car? Renren assured him, Don't worry, big brother. I've driven many race cars before. I used to be a car blogger, you know. Right, big brother, can I live stream while driving? The camera will only point at me, it won't film you. Zhang Cheng, being easygoing, asked, I'm fine with it, but do you do this every day? She confided, on the contrary, no. Today, coincidentally, I had nothing to do all day, so I live streamed at the car exhibition. After it ended, I took on some extra work outside. Zhang Cheng exclaimed, All right then, Renren, it's your turn. She started broadcasting. Hey everyone, I can't believe I get to drive a Ferrari today. This car really makes one's whole body feel hot. Not that kind of hot, but from the tension. Anyway, this is a Ferrari. I have to focus on driving. He glanced over. The streamer's name was Chow Mei. If it weren't for privacy concerns, hearing her say she was a longtime driver, people might even think she was a promiscuous person. Her popularity was decent, but the tips weren't much. The top ranker only had 300 yuan, which was truly pathetic. This week, it increased by over 8,000 yuan. After the app took its cut, her daily income was just over yuan. Zhang Cheng scratched his head and said, "Over 10,000 viewers only earn so little money? No wonder she wants to find outside work. I think you should still focus on being a designated driver. You could earn a bit more." Ren replied, "There's nothing I can do. I don't know what to do, and I can't curry favor with the top-ranked Big Brother. Normally, I can only drive for a few other Big Brothers just to show viewers the traffic jams in Modu. Oh, right. I have a question I'm extremely curious about. Why is the director of Lanbao so eager to court you? You don't need proof of assets to go straight in there? Why can't I get in?" He explained, "Perhaps it's because when I bought a Ferrari there, someone from Lanbao saw me." She was startled. "So you just bought this car today?" After that, their luxury car sped down the road. A little later, Ren handed over the car keys to Big Brother. Zhang Cheng praised, "I didn't expect you to be such a good driver, both steady and comfortable. I'll ask you to drive again next time." She blushed shyly. "Thank you, Big Brother, for the recognition. Let me ask you a question. Big Brother, what kind of live streams do you usually like to watch?" He teased, "Watching pretty girls." Ren was curious. "So am I considered a pretty girl streamer? Or could Big Brother support this pathetic streamer?" "A little. For example, by putting me on some ranking list." He raised his phone and said, "Sorry, I want to check out free accounts." Ren suggested, "So do you want to come in for a drink? Is this level of support acceptable?" Zhang Cheng assessed, she wants to find an opportunity to enter the live stream, gain topics and popularity for herself. Does she want to profit from me without fear of entering the tiger's den? A bit interesting, so I'll play along a little. He raised his voice. "Come in for a drink. What kind of drink do you want?" She imagined herself blushing. His words must be based on movies or novels. There are only these two types of situations, right? Zhang Cheng complained, "It's just that the hotel's water isn't very clean, so I still can't invite you to drink it. Next time, if fate allows, I'll invite you for bubble tea." Ren cursed inwardly. He's truly a trap boy. But am I really not that attractive? No WeChat ad. Just now in the car he was playing hard to get, and in the blink of an eye he doesn't acknowledge me. She turned away and said, "Goodbye." He thought, the goodwill value has increased. How interesting. Looking at that gaze, I feel like eating spicy and sour street soup next time probably won't be a problem. Suddenly, Zhang Cheng received a message from Wang Zheng. "I want to come to your place tonight to enjoy some food. Can you arrange it?" He pondered. Coming to Modu for university, this kind of necessary social activity is indispensable. I'll use this opportunity to prepare a little. Yu Yan stepped closer. "Jiang Tianxin, welcome back." He replied, "Director Wang, I'd like to invite you later." She told the chef to prepare the most expensive dishes for 5 people, including 2 bahaba fish, white truffles, sacred land illusion, and other dishes she could decide on herself. She hesitated. "Mr. Jiang, our hotel's bahaba fish comes in both large and small sizes, priced at 1 million per fish. May I ask if you accept this?" In his heart, Zhang Cheng thought that if he wasn't afraid of being seen as a nouveau riche, ordering 10 wouldn't be a problem. But if others thought he was the type of nouveau riche who had just come to the city from the countryside, that wouldn't be good. Zhang Cheng casually said, "Just decide on it yourself, Director Wang." Half an hour later, Wang Zheng arrived and said, "Young Master Jiang, 2 bahaba fish, that's truly too generous." Chen Hao exclaimed, "These 2 fish are truly worth a luxury car." The girl next to him curiously asked, "Are fish really that expensive?" Yu Yan explained, "Bahaba fish is one of the 4 most expensive seafoods in the world, rare in quantity. Their value is calculated by volume, and the two tonight are medium-sized. In addition, there are white truffles, all of which are very expensive. In short, the total value of the food prepared by Mr. Jung today is over 300 million. She was stunned and said, "A meal costing 300 million? This amount of money could buy a large house of several hundred square meters in the countryside." He spoke up, "Everyone, don't be shy, just eat." They thanked young Master Jung in unison for his hospitality. Wang Jung said, "Thank you for your hospitality today, but it's still early. How about we go to the beach for a drink?" Zhang Cheng refused. "I'm really sorry. To be frank with everyone, I already had drinks with my classmates earlier. Let's save our drinking party for another time." He left with everyone. Someone said, "All right then, tomorrow night I'll go book a big party, and then we can have a good time." Yu Yan brought out the payment machine. She said, "Zhang Tianxin, the hotel has given a special discount, so the actual expenditure is 298,10,000 yuan. Please don't be modest, thank you." Afterwards, the system immediately displayed a notification. "Congratulations, host, the refund has been completed." Zhang Cheng pondered. He didn't expect that just a few people eating a meal could result in a refund of over 100 million. This meal was truly worth it. She spoke up, "Payment successful. I won't disturb Zhang Tianxin's rest anymore. If you need anything, please contact me anytime." He agreed, "Okay." A little later, Zhang Cheng lay on the sofa looking at his phone. He messaged, "Everyone, I'm home. You guys listen to music first." He was watching someone's live stream. If you looked closely, Chow Mei Mei had a beauty value of 94 points. Previously, she was nervous, so he didn't notice. The Godly Tycoon system was truly amazing. It even gave him money, 300 million fish-scale coins. His free account directly leveled up to 65. He thought, "What should I change my name to? Let's call it Dinghai Shenzhen." A strange account appeared on Renren's livestream screen. She was surprised and didn't understand, as she had never encountered this level 65 account before. Renren spoke up, "Welcome Dinghai Shenzhen. I have a PK mission later, so I can't go out." Afterwards, she was connected with another female idol. System displayed the name Huang Ling, age 28, favorability value 10. Jiang Chen thought, "It seems this female streamer wears heavy makeup. Her actual beauty is only 69 points. Chow Mei wants to PK with someone like this." Huang Ling spoke up, "Chow Mei, it's you. I can't believe I'm so lucky. Meeting you on my first connection. Perhaps you'll let me pass the first round today?" Renren pondered. "Who says my strength is weak? Since becoming a streamer, I've never been connected for a PK and not won. Anyway, whoever comes, I win. But the guild said I have to win at least 2 rounds. Otherwise, next month all my diligence bonus will be lost, and I won't be able to pay this apartment's rent." She spoke up. "Hello, we meet again. Greetings to Zia Liu Qing's top ranker." She replied, "No problem, major supporter. The first round will be very relaxing. Can you save your strength for the next round?" Zhang Cheng watched. The number of refunds actually reached 50 times. With this kind of mission, should he play along with them? Renren asked, "Top ranker, do you have any other requests? Just say them all." Zhang Cheng blushed. Originally, he hadn't thought of any obligations with Chow Mei Mei. This time, he truly became her top ranker. So many things might be different. She complained, "Everyone, there's also brother Dinghai Shenzhen. Look at how miserable I am. Can you support me with some comfort money? My family doesn't even have a night. This week's leaderboard only needs 1 yuan to go up." Renren suddenly frowned when reading the critical comment. She exclaimed, "How could I criticize everyone? My friends in the stream are speaking more and more pleasantly. They are all geniuses." He secretly smiled. "It seems there is something going on. First, I'll reward her with 5 newbie." Renren immediately bowed her head. "Thank you for the hospital fees, brother Dinghai Shenzhen." Unhappy inside, 5 newbie happened to be 1 yuan. "My level 65 brother is also so stingy. Am I a streamer with a sacred body of no affinity?" After that, her PK bar was still very low. In contrast, Huang Ling's had rapidly increased and pulled far ahead. Finally, Renren couldn't stand it anymore and said, "All right, brother Dinghai Shenzhen, if you help me win the championship, I'll drive for you for free. I'm a very steady driver." She looked at the gifts in shock. In an instant, he had given her 3 expensive super rockets. Renren was so surprised that she had to cover her mouth. She shouted, "Thank you for the 3 super rockets, Dinghai Shenzhen. Thank you very much, big brother. Whatever performance you want to see, I will do it for you." Huangling was extremely annoyed seeing that scene, a feeling of disgust rising in her heart. The PK time for the first round has arrived. I didn't expect a big boss to appear at Chow Mei Mei's place. Huangling praised, "Chow Mei, your live stream has a big boss here. Ding Hai Shenzhen Daika. Hello, you hurt people too much. Please comfort me. Come visit me when you're free." Ren quickly interjected, "Ding Hai Shenzhen Daika. I'll give you a room. Absolutely don't run off to another house." "Big brother, are you still there? Is my dancing not good, or should I sing for you? You are my good brother. How could I have such a good person?" Zhang Cheng secretly praised, "Chow Mei looks very cute when she sings. Quite interesting." On the other side, she cried, "Big supporter, please help us win the first round. Otherwise, if we still lose the next round, I will be eliminated." Their PK began. At Huangling's side, she was overjoyed. "Thank you for the 2 rounds, big supporter." He said with amusement, "It's a bit interesting, so I'll fire 3 shots." She quickly said, "Big supporter, Ding Hai Shenzhen is caught up. My big supporter is, everyone, help me publicize big supporter on the screen." Xiao Renren thought she was still the one who knew best how to please him. Seeing her expression, Zhang Cheng was excited. 5 rockets had scared her into such a state. "Xiao Renren, I really like this innocent look of yours. How will you cope next?" Xiao Renren couldn't believe the truth. Her live stream was ruined. She stared in horror at the gift of 20 rockets that had been sent. On the other side, Huangling immediately panicked. "Big supporter, are you still there?" Xiao Renren was stunned. Dinghai Shenzhen Daika had given 20 rockets in one go. This was 10,000 yuan. It seemed like they didn't plan to give any more, which meant she had won this round. "Oh, I'm so pathetic. Chow Mei has such good luck to be supported by a wealthy patron like Dinghai Shenzhen. If you're free, you can come visit me. Then I'll dance for you. Moreover, I'm also a very steady driver, and my legs don't ache all day." She glanced over. The number of live stream viewers had already surpassed 10,000. Xiao Renren bowed. "Thank you, Dinghai Shenzhen Daika. This is my first time receiving 20 super rockets. My live stream has also never been this popular before. I truly don't know how to thank you. Just tell me, what do you want me to do now?" He thought Xiao Renren's beauty, because of the Mai Kui Nyan sack, not only didn't add to it, but even diminished her inherent beauty. If I didn't know that streamer's name was Chow Mei, I probably wouldn't recognize her. I feel uneasy. "Dinghai Shenzhen, big brother, I'm afraid I'll scare you. How can I live stream without turning on the beauty filters these past few years? But he's given me so much money. If I don't follow his request, I'm afraid it won't do. So I'll turn it off. I really don't know how harshly the trolls will scold me." After she turned off the beauty filter, the comments immediately became positive, praising her nonstop. She was surprised. Not only did her room not collapse, but she also attracted many fans and good reviews. "Dinghai Shenzhen, big brother, please let me win 1 round. If I win this round, then I can continue live streaming, please." Then in the second PK round, Xiao Tian introduced, "Hello, big sister. I'm sweet Xiao Tian, very happy to connect with you. Your top ranker is too strong. 20 super rockets are truly admirable." Another voice rang out, "Hello, Dinghai Shenzhen. I'm Xiao Tian. Your super rockets have truly moved me. If you're free, you can come sit with Xiao Tian, sing or dance anything. It will make you happy." Chow Mei interrupted, "Xiao Tian, let's just start." Xiao Tian agreed. "Has Top Flower arrived yet?" A comment appeared. "The PK has started. Please don't let Xiao Tian get beaten. Thank you for the 5 airplanes from Yizhuhua." "Thank you." Zhang Cheng thought, "Is that all? This guy is much stingier than the foolish big supporter from the previous round. Then I'll just casually throw 5 rockets. Not sure if he'll follow." Then he operated on the screen, sending out gifts. Ren immediately became excited, thanking Dinghai Shenzhen for his 5 super rockets. Ding Hai Shenzhen will always be a god. On the other side, Xiao Tian gloomily called out, Yi Zhu Hua. After that, Ren Ren continuously PK'd with different people. With Zhang Cheng's help, Xiao Renren had a green light all the way to the final round. Xiao Mei spoke. Hello, Chi Chao. I am I Xiao Mei. I'm very happy to be connected for the final PK round with you. Shall we start directly or perform our talents first? Ren Ren was stunned. In the final round, she was actually connected with I Xiao Mei, one of the app's main patrons. This truly shows they value me. She spoke. Hello, older sister. I don't know how to sing or dance, nor do I have any special talents. How about we just start directly? Ah, agreed. All right. If you don't have any talents, then I'll dance a routine myself. My older brothers and patrons, and the older brother on the opposite side can also watch. Xiao Mei's gaze was profound. The guild had all heard clearly. This little streamer suddenly had a wild older brother appear to help her fight the guild battle. At this moment, she had already earned 800 yin. I really like a brother like that. After that, she immediately danced to the melodious music, continuously moving her charming figure in front of the screen. 2 minutes after the dance ended, Xiao Mei blew a kiss. He immediately commented, "Beautiful dance. After watching it, I just want to go to I Xiao Mei's place." Ren Ren said, feeling wronged, "Are you going to Ding Hai Shenzhen me? Are you going to abandon me? We're only one last step away from becoming king." Zhang Cheng replied, "Look at how I Xiao Mei is. You only know how to call big brother and go up to king with you. If you say many people exercising, I might consider it a bit." She was startled and exclaimed, "What?" In Ren Ren's mind, ambiguous images of many people exercising flashed. Ren Ren thought, now is not the time to be dazed and think wildly. If I want to win, besides begging Big Brother, there's no other way. She feigned weakness. 3 sponsors. I beg to win the last round. After I turn off the live stream, I will immediately serve you. Whatever dance you want to see, I will learn that dance. Immediately after, on Xiao Mei's side, gifts continuously shot up. Ren Ren immediately felt uneasy. 3 super emperors are over there, each sending 3 rockets. It's truly ridiculous. Wait a moment, she suddenly thought of a way. She spoke up. Thank you for the 2 rockets, Batian. Without these 2 medical expenses from you, I really can't manage. Zhang Cheng was annoyed after hearing that. So the hundreds of rockets just now were just candles, just air? He thought the system had charged him 3 million, and now 2 million remained. He didn't believe this 2 million couldn't resolve the match. If it really wasn't enough, he still had a lot of money in his bank card. Suddenly, Ren Ren was stunned to see the gifts being sent, thinking it was lagging again. It wasn't lag, it was Ding Hai Shenzhen Daika, fearing another 20 rockets. At that moment, Zhang Cheng commented, how can 2 shots of medical expenses be enough? Xiao Mei was speechless internally, thinking this was truly a battle among immortals, and mortals like them could only eat meat by following along. She made a heart shape with her hands, thanking Ba Ding Shenzhen for the medical expenses. Ba was truly the most generous. After that, their live stream session became intense and was nearing its end. Xiao Mei secretly thought to herself, this time we must have won, right? Suddenly she was indignant, her hands clenched tightly on the table. The rockets on their side had stopped, but they hadn't stopped on Xiao Mei's side. Ren Ren exclaimed in surprise, 1.5 million! My live stream? Oh my God, the years I have left to live! Xiao Mei quickly said, Big brothers, why have you stopped? Don't stop. Can you give a little more? Keep going. She lowered her head to read Batian's comment. Nya Xiao Mei's stream ends here for today. We'll continue next time. At that moment, Zhang Cheng on the other side clicked on the highest tier gift. He commented, it seems we've won. The last 2 rockets are a declaration of victory. Ren Ren was overjoyed when she saw it. I defeated Nya Xiaomei, became the champion of the guild battle. The popularity of my live stream increased, and I gained over 50,000 new fans. Most importantly, this live streams earned over 2.5 million in rewards, and according to the contract, I can receive 700,000. Ren Ren thanked him. Ding Hai Shenzhen Daika, I truly don't know how to thank you. Can I add you on WeChat? In the future, if there's anything you like, I'll immediately learn it and make sure you're satisfied. Zhangchun refused. No need, I was just passing by. She quickly said, Big brother, can I drive for you in the future? He replied, if you really want to be a hired driver, just come to Amani. I'm still here for these 2 days. Where Renren then recalled Zhangcheng's figure. Dinghai Shenzhen Dai Ka. It was him. She sat stunned in disbelief. But why would he? But at least I can add him on WeChat. On this side, Zhangcheng judged, isn't this goodwill value just 5 points short? Then I won't approve it. At that moment, Zhangcheng was astonished to see the information on the system. 2.3 billion. He happily pressed the accept button for that amount of money. Afterward, he thought, showing off online, after experiencing the joy of spending money and then being able to receive 2 billion was truly unbelievable. Money is really easy to earn. The next day, while Zhangcheng was sleeping, he received a message. May I ask if you need a driver today? He was surprised as he looked at his phone, thinking to himself that this girl really wakes up early. Chu Renren on the other side was waiting for a response. After learning that Dinghai Shenzhen Big Brother was him, she couldn't sleep at all, staying awake all night, wondering, when will he reply to my message? Zhangcheng got up and replied, because I've already arranged to go to tax with Wang Zheng, I really don't need a driver. She rolled around on the bed happily. He replied to my message, I need to quickly catch up on sleep. Tonight I must be in my best state to serve him. But as soon as she thought about serving him, she couldn't sleep even more, unable to stop being excited. Chu Renren tried to quickly fall asleep. At 8 p.m., the two met. Zhangcheng spoke. Isn't it too early? Didn't I tell you to wait until I finished drinking before coming? Chu Renren replied, you helped me so much last night. How could I let you drive yourself? Of course I have to be your driver. Tax is Modu's liveliest bar. I heard that quite a few celebrities come here to hang out. Zhangcheng replied, you know quite a lot. Then take me to see it. When they arrived, the girls chatted, who is this guy who comes here every day but we haven't seen him before? Look at his clothes, he's too handsome, and the watch on his wrist isn't cheap either. No matter who looks at his face, they have to admit he's truly handsome. I've never seen anyone so good looking. Let's just go for it first and figure out the rest later. He's dressed head to toe in designer brands, a true rich second generation. Hello, my name is Hai Li. May I have your WeChat? Another person interrupted. I want it too. You can call anytime. Another girl added, is this your first time here? I can show you around and we can eat chicken. The girls continuously surrounded him. Suddenly, someone fell into Zhangcheng. She said, brother, I'm so sorry, I almost fell, thank you. He thought, bah, we haven't even entered the bar yet, and it's already this intense. Someone said, everyone here is a good girl. Can we let him into the bar first? Another agreed, that's right. It'll be more convenient to hang out together if he goes inside and sits down first. Renren watched the flirtatious scene from a distance, feeling uneasy. The girls in the bar excitedly shouted, move aside, don't block the way. Let our brother go inside to sit down so we can play comfortably. Renren's mood turned sour. Why did she have such an uncomfortable feeling in her heart? She had been very annoyed since earlier, and she couldn't stand it anymore. She quickly stepped forward, shouting loudly, get out of the way! Everyone move back a little for me! Renren quickly grabbed Zhangcheng's hand to show affection. She clearly declared, he's taken. The other girls complained irritably after hearing this. What? Why didn't you say so earlier? Let's disperse, sisters, and wait for the next target. How boring. He wrapped his arm around Renren's waist, whispering, so I'm taken? She blushed shyly, trying to justify, I just saw that you couldn't refuse them, so I stepped in to help. Don't overthink it. Zhangcheng was displeased, replying indifferently, thanks, but you don't need to next time. I think they're quite good as they are. Just then Wang Zheng walked over. Young Master Zhang, so it was you who was surrounded here earlier. We were curious if there was any great divine dragon in the bar today who wasn't scared off. He smiled and replied, no, it's quite good. Everyone is very enthusiastic. His friend asked curiously, the first time I came here, I wasn't as ostentatious as you. Now these girls don't care about me anymore. By the way, who is this beautiful older sister? Zhang Chung glanced at her and introduced, "She's the driver I found. It's fine to hang out for a bit. She'll drive later." Wang Zheng walked over and put an arm around his shoulder affectionately. "No wonder you're a martial arts master. Let's go. Everything's arranged inside. Today we'll have some fun together." Renmin stood silently to the side. She felt like she didn't belong in that atmosphere. Inside the room, the atmosphere was lively and vibrant, with dim lights shining. Alluring girls were constantly swaying to the music, creating an enchanting scene. He sternly instructed, "Call young Master Zhang." The beautiful girls cooperatively chorused, "Young Master Zhang." Zhang Chung was very satisfied. "Thank you, it's very well arranged." Wang Zheng instructed, "Director Li, please arrange 2 rooms. Great Divine Dragon is here to join the fun." She bowed her head and accepted the order. "Yes, sirs, it will be done immediately. Also, I've arranged some fruits and alcoholic beverages. Please wait a moment." Well, Renmin approached it and whispered, "I've never met Great Divine Dragon before, only seen him in videos." Zhang Chung said politely, "Brother Wang is truly generous, thank you." He replied, "Brother, you're exaggerating. 2 Great Divine Dragon are only 200 yen. How can that compare to your bahaba fish from yesterday? Do you girls know? Yesterday, young Master Jiang treated me to bahaba fish, a meal that cost 3 million. The girls were stunned upon hearing this. 3 million. A long while later, Director Li led the wine-serving girls in. The 3 bottles of wine had arrived. The waitresses here were great beauties in gorgeous outfits that fully displayed their figures. They gracefully poured each drop of expensive wine into the glasses. Xiaoxing hooked her arm through his. "Young Master Jiang, my name is Xiaoxing, and I'd like to offer you a toast. It's a pleasure to be able to spend the evening with you." System provided information. Name Xiaoxing, age 22, favorability, value 70. Zhang Chung glanced at her body and silently evaluated it. He was a little surprised. Her beauty value after makeup started at 90, which wasn't too high for someone in a bar. The key point was her figure, 98, which was a rare gem. Then the two happily clinked their wine glasses together and the atmosphere became a little ambiguous. Ren was wary and annoyed. That uncomfortable feeling from earlier returned. He was her top ranker. Although he hadn't made any demands of her, he had spent a lot of money on her yesterday and had just hugged her. But now he was with someone else. What exactly did he mean? She cut in. "Top ranker, I'd like to offer you a toast." Zhang Chung reminded her meaningfully, "What kind of wine are you drinking? Drink this for nourishment." Ren spoke up. "I still have to drive later, so I'll pass him, but I can still drink. I don't need any nourishment." He nodded. "I didn't expect you could drink." She said shyly, "You can't even tell what this is? Or maybe take a closer look." Zhang Chung chuckled inwardly. Although Xiaoxing's conditions weren't bad, the main mission tonight was still Chao Ren, so he had to let Xiaoxing off the hook for now. Xiaoxing understood and immediately stood up. "Young Master Jiang, I'll go dance first, and I'll toast you later." He hugged her. "It's really hard to tell like this. How about you come back tonight and let me see?" Zhang Chung's restless hand thought, live streams always say girls need to be cautious. Okay, cautious. Suddenly she shrieked, "What did you say? Am I that kind of casual girl?" After that, Ren struggled out of his embrace and touch. Zhang Cheng was extremely annoyed and scolded inwardly. "Spending 2 million and still saying things like that? If you didn't want to, why did you come here tonight? Playing coy, too embarrassed to refuse. Do you think I'm a spare tire to be licked?" He stood up and left, full of annoyance. Ren still wanted to say something, but then fell silent in fear. Zhang Cheng glanced at the dance floor, where girls were dancing amidst the dim lights. Xiaoxing charmingly asked, "Young Master Jiang, how was my dancing just now?" Another charming girl didn't hesitate to interject. "What about me?" He didn't hesitate to use a sweet tone. "Very good. All my brothers applauded for you." The generous beauty hugged Zhang Cheng's neck. "Is that so? I haven't met your brothers yet."